Wait, are we back to, like, the UI being... What? Is the UI just, like, arbitrarily deciding when it wants to be different sizes? Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? Nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense anymore. Wait for it. There you go. So, last we left off, we were, yeah, the UI changed. Oh, fuck. Last we left off, we were just about to go and, check out if we could find the, mud crab merchant. That could take up most of our time today, to be honest with you, just trying to find the damn guy. It's debatable if it's any faster for me to, get there from Vivek. But I feel like if I think about it long enough... Damn, this dude came over here from, like, another area code. I feel like if I try to overthink it, we could probably just get there by the time I figure out the most optimum path, so... Or optimal path, so we're just gonna make our way downtown. Optimum Prime. Oh, it was if you read the message above that Zeth posted, it was, referencing that they found, like glucose and sugars on, an asteroid or some shit. It was a diabetes joke. At the end of the day. My man said that's a reach. I gotta listen to his quackery all day. Dear God. Is this the, like, the greatest fish to have ever fished? What is even happening? My God. Kind of impressive, to be honest. I'm going up here because I'm just hoping that I can kind of get around and over this ridge at this kind of like the neck of the outcropping here, because otherwise we're gonna be struggle bussing. Oh, this is a whole ass town. Oh, what's the name of this place? Shit, yeah, this is a whole ass town here. Well, yeah, I mean, I use the word town loosely, but it's kind of like they just took one of Vivek's cantons and, plopped it out here. Let's go check in here for a second. They figured out one solid building structure and they're gonna use it. Yeah. Getting their mileage. Ow. Fucking ankle biters, bro. Look at all of these little guys. I'm telling you, everyone gives the cliff racers a hard time, but, you know, pound for pound, the slaughterfish and, their brethren are easily my most hated enemy. Great.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Ah, Molag Mar. A combination frontier garrison and pilgrimage hostel, jointly staffed and maintained by the Tribunal Temple and House Redoran. Garrisons of elite volunteers. Only the finest farmers. Only the finest. Alright, let's at least register this on the map. At least the cliff racers got taken care of in the future. Praise be to Saint Jib. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, absolute menace to society, the friggin' fish.
What's this about?
Honestly, in all of my time playing this game, I don't think I've spent that much time in Molag Mar.
Come on,
Continue to say something or move on.
Nordic broadsword's a fancy looking weapon. Wait, the Nordic broadsword... Wait. The Nordic broadsword has the same range as the Daedric Daikatana. Word? Now, of course, it does significantly less damage, but it's also one-handed, so, I mean, you know, it's... There's the steel Daikatana. I don't recall there being just, like, that many Daikatanas of any description in the game. Like, it's a, I feel like it's a pretty short list. I'd love to actually bring some repair hammers with me, because I do have armor as a skill. The problem is that I'm, like, basically just over-encumbered at all times right now, because you know, my character's a little bitch boy, and, damn, 800 gold on the Daedric Daikatana? It still has, it's 6,400 condition. Are you cooked? You crazy? Wait, how much money do you have? 1,200 dollarinos. Oh. 353? Really? Bro, you're taking me for a freaking ride with those prices. Come on now. Beyond the broadsword! Yes, the only the finest weapons. I feel like you should maybe have a door or something to your bedroom there. That's a... Dragon scale, Cuirass? Very fancy, very nice. You will have to get rid of that moon sugar if you want any services from me. Say no more. It's your problem now. What is my punishment for that joke? The game freezes and AMD's driver crashes? Oh my lord. No, I did not figure out the hourly minimized deal. I have no idea what the hell that's about, to be completely honest with you. No, wait. There had to have been an autosave. Really? I wonder if it crashed when it was trying to autosave, because it's set to autosave every 15 minutes. Okay. Let's see where we go. Where this takes us. It took us to the DL, or not the DL, the modded mainland? Fantastic. You know this was made by somebody else other than the original Morrowind because, you know, devs, because we've got stalls like this. This shit don't exist. Alright, we don't really want to be exploring this just yet. Let's see. My options are a bunch of, oh my lord, we really did a number on ourselves here. Also, am I somehow hitting less than 60 FPS here in this? Holy shit.
Come on, then. Say something or move on.
I'm listening.
So what's this regarding?
Fuck, we literally went to the middle of nowhere. These are actually all... Okay. Okay, alright. Well, we're all the way out here a little earlier than intended, but that's okay. We can figure this out. This guy takes us back to the mainland. Oh my lord.
I really don't have time for this, so make it quick.
Yeah, but I don't have... I don't think I have any other form of intervention at the moment. No, I don't. Okay, here we go. That's 50. You know you are 100 miles from anyone's butthole when it costs you 59 gold to go anywhere.
What's this about?
Your butthole. Okay, so we gotta get to the foreign quarter here.
Anytime now.
Listen here, you treacherous. Okay.
What's this
I'm a
about?
busy gal, so if you could hurry this up.
Am I trapped in a special hell where nobody wants to go anywhere of use? Alright. We're walking. Fuck it. We're doing it live. Might as well increase our acrobatics while we're on the way. You know, when you get your acrobatics and stuff significantly higher, the jumping gets to be a bit comedic because you just, I mean, you're basically floating. And it's always faster than running unless you're in the boots of blinding speed. But even then, like if you put the boots of blinding speed on and then you're just like sprinting and jumping, you're properly flying all over the place. Constant jumping sound is probably the sound effect I associate most. Yeah, because I mean, how are you supposed to, you know, how are you supposed to pass up on such an opportunity? This is free leveling. But also, again, you're quite literally moving faster this way. You know, just the incentive is very real. I'd love to know what the reason was that they decided that, the base movement speed needed to be so slow. I mean, my best guess is that it was in an effort to, you know, make the game look even bigger. And also to, you know, probably to some degree memory management. Because the faster the player moves, the faster you have to stream shit in. And given we already know that Morrowind was so heavy for its time, that on the Xbox, every time you loaded, it was literally like turning the console off and back on again. Is there not a single fucking gondolier on this side of the entire friggin' pavilion? Holy shit. It's just on the other side. This is the foreign quarter here, isn't it? But yeah, you know, back in the day, it was a legitimate consideration. Like how fast can the player move was in part decided by how fast could we stream assets. What? Like, okay, so what? This is not the foreign quarter, clearly. No, it is. So, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I know where I am now. J-Man! New game? Absolutely. How you doing, J-Man? Welcome back, brother. 109 months of the Prime. Let's see here. Okay, what's our... Suran might not be the worst point of attack. We're getting down there. Okay. You okay, babe? Okay, I just heard something through my headphones. Alright. This might be, let's say, first of all, this might be, oh, you know what we should do before I go somewhere? Let's see if I can find a bed to crash in here. That's the Smith. Wait, the Surin has the guilds here, doesn't it?
Say your business.
Or I could go to the temple, maybe. Crash at the temple.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
You know what? I've got a great idea. They'll never look for the cocaine at the church. Wait, does the temple not have a, like, beds and shit?
Looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
You don't know how to find a bed? It's kind of embarrassing. Apothecary.
Is there something you need?
Yes. A bed.
Is there something you need?
I don't know if I can sleep in just any bed. I can't remember how beds work in Morrowind. Oh, word? Oh, we haven't even hit the level yet, right? Because all of that happened when I was... Right, before the crash.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
And here we are. Okay, we're not gonna do it just yet. We're gonna get some more multiplier action. So let's go, Open Morrowind fixed, trying to sleep in unowned beds being a crime. Is that a fix, though? That feels weird. Like, just walking in and sleeping in somebody else's bed. They also made it so that you can hit escape on the level up screen, to skip it if you want more multipliers. Oh, okay, well that's not half bad. Because while it's not really imperative that you min-max Morrowind, you know, there are people that certainly enjoy, absolutely squeezing the most out of every level. Alright, let's go find a mud crab merchant. I believe. Fish are lethal. Yeah, the, perpetually being, out of stamina because you're trying to run everywhere, because if you didn't, it would take an eternity to go anywhere. Is one of the, like, if I had to pick out a few of the you know, this being my basically favorite game, if I had to pick out one of the things that drive me crazy, that's one of them. Because your ability to hit... You know what? Here. We're gonna sit here and get hit a bunch and get our armor up a bit. The problem with endurance in Morrowind is that it determines your health gain per level. Yeah. But for me, it was just the, you know, stamina, when you're out of stamina, having an even harder time hitting anything, and in the early game, you're having a hard time hitting everything anyway. So it was just a constant, like, we were already multiplying basically 0 by 0. I believe in you. How are we doing here on heavy armor anyway? 39? Well, let's go to 40. I believe in you. Come on. There we go, 2 of them. Now we're talking. Come on. Oh, for fuck. Alright. So, yeah, like I was saying last night, I'm trying to remember, like, the mud crab here, or like, here. Honestly, we're gonna have to look a little bit. It's been so long since I've had to go find the mud crab. Dapred, you literally played Maple Story to distract yourself from the fact that you didn't see a pair of boobs until you were a grown-ass 25-year-old man. If you're looking for a nearly unaltered 23-year-old video game from the dawn of 3D PC graphics of the modern age to be epic and legendary, I don't even know what your benchmark is. Alright, so we're gonna look over here first. Maple Story, that's my benchmark? That's like saying Habbo Hotel because you played it when you were a child and you didn't know any better. Like, come on now. Is Dad everything mid-beard at it again? Of course. It's his default mode. I actually think that's him right here. Am I a god? Did I just like fucking straight YOLO my way? Like, subconscious? I'm a legend. Bro. Just walking in a straight line, basically like just straight to the mud crab merchant. Listen, I have played this game a lot, and I have found the mud crab several times in my life. I think this has gotta be the fastest I've ever found him. It has to be. There's gotta be. Now, the thing is I'm gonna have to find him again in the future because I don't have Mark and Recall yet. I love that there's a mud crab merchant in this game, but I doubly love that he has inexplicably an endless supply of gold, and he sells booze. If this was 2005, telling ladies in the club you found the mud crab merchant on your first try would have gotten you not laid so fast, you're right. You're right. The only way to get the ladies was to brag about your Club Penguin account and how much time you sunk into Maple Story while somebody attempted to teach you how to type faster with Mavis Beacon. in school. Is it that easy? Let's go. Oh right, I have the steel blade of heaven specifically just to levitate because we all know that I can't actually cast it. Do you buy those? No, he just buys basically like weapons and shit. Okay. So I think the thing to do, so I don't have to, like, guess where he is again, I'm just gonna, divine intervention my way out of here. Then I should probably go get Mark and Recall before I forget to do that again. And then I think we're going to go and spend some of our newfound money on, leveling up some stuff. I think. Okay. Ebonheart? Nice. That's where I was kind of thinking I was going to go before, and it probably would have been if it wasn't for the fact that we had, the mainland, you know, modded content. Mark and Recall and Almsby, or Almsevy? I don't even know how I pronounced that when I was a kid. Yeah, probably. If I can find that. I think there's one mage that sells both, Mark and Recall?
I'm listening.
I think? But they're not in Balmora. Whoops. I think they might be in Vivek.
What assistance do you need?
I need a dildo, a bottle of WD-40, and some matches.
Hurry this up, will you?
Speaking of 2005, I heard texting someone in Excel got girls wet.
Anytime you're ready. Just don't keep
Pivot tables. The way to a girl's heart. Pivot tables. Speaking of 2005 clip art and Excel, you know, I've been doing the onboarding process for, you know, the various, you know, real estate shenanigans, and the back end dashboard for one of them. Oh my god. How do I even describe that? Honestly, I feel like the only way to describe it, I'm trying to describe it like in a way that everyone would understand what it's like. Okay, there's enough of you that are probably old enough for this. Who remembers what like GeoCities websites used to look like? So if you took like a GeoCities website, but then you made all the icons, in the style of like the Windows XP, you know, like everything is like an embossed bubble icon. It's somewhere in there. It's, and you know what? That would probably be, like, fine if it wasn't for the fact that they are also, like, there's so much information that this backend is trying to, like, present to you. All very useful, good, like, needed, necessary functions and information, but there's so much of it, and it's in that style, and so it makes like parsing that information, like it's, I have spent most of my entire life on computers in relatively technical capacities. I've built several websites, you know, I've interfaced with old and new cPanels. I've seen some fuckery. Like I'm used to the jank. You know, I've had to update sites with Cold Fusion out of a notepad, and I still felt overwhelmed. Like when I saw it, I just like I had like I didn't know if I wanted to be scared. Like, oh my god, what have I gotten myself into? How in the fuck am I gonna have to, like, how do you even do it, like, use this for anything? Like, I was somewhere in between that and angry? Like, how has this even been allowed? How could anyone have let this happen? Oh, yeah, it was something. It was just so much. Oh, that's what it is. I was like, what in the heck is that? Thanks, babe. How's your game? Good? Did you do any rolls yet? This purple, no luck? No. Oh, true, yeah, yeah, that's true. You used all your luck last time. Yeah, so like, some of the other interfaces weren't too bad. God, navigating. Oh my lord. Okay, alright, okay. Navigating this at night, we got. And it's illegal? Bruh. Yeah, like it's just it was just so much. Some of the backends, you know, were way more modernized.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
But part of what concern isn't the right word, but concern perhaps only insofar as that, like I'm on borrowed time here, right? You know, baby's coming soon. I'm trying to like set all this stuff up and have it be sorted before baby arrives. And there's a lot of bloat in the process of getting into this industry. Like a lot of bloat.
Watch yourself. We'll have no trouble here.
Holy shit, there's a lot of bloat.
We're watching you, scum.
It was definitely, but that one, the one I was telling you about, like the GeoCities meets fucking Windows XP. I just about had a heart attack.
If you're here.
Oh no, I know I can rest there even though it says it's illegal. It's just that in Vivek specifically, they've got fucking guards everywhere.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Okay, I want to say,
Any time now.
I feel like maybe Mark Recall.
What assistance do you need?
Holy shit, this is like the most lax Mages Guild crew. Not a single person selling a spell. Damn. Aha! See, I just have to trust my subconscious. It's been here before. Oh, it means you can't heal health by waiting? Really? Has it always been that way? Am I conflating my games right now? Entirely fucking possible. I spent 7 hours today weeding through 1,000 fucking onboarding emails. Jump 20 points for 10 seconds. So that's an interesting one because why would you use that when you could just levitate? Yeah, the onboarding, you know, the people have been wonderful. But because it's a profession, and there are there's your local, regional, national, you know, branches of all this stuff. Like when you press the, you know, join fucking association button, the proverbial, it's like a fucking tsunami of shit. Rapid fire from like 58 different places, affiliates and the associations and like brokerages and fucking other, just all at once, and you're not even like really done getting your feet underneath you. Like just to like, you know, get in and settled. Like you open the door, you haven't even put your bag down yet in the entryway, and you're getting blasted by like 78 Mormons and a vacuum cleaner salesman and a guy trying to hawk another internet service provider. Another person trying to like sell you blown in insulation in the attic, another one with a heat pump, everyone showing up your door at the same time. Ah, that's what I want. Chameleon. I will say another one of the oddities of Morrowind is, like, with the magic, conceptually some of the stuff makes so little sense, right? Like, you're casting spell absorption in the middle of combat that lasts 5 seconds for 10 points. It's just such a weird, like... like, what? Who are you? What combat situation are you in? That 10 points of spell, 10:45. All right, so 11:45 will be the next one.
What assistance do you need? Clearly he was wrong, yet I do think he meant well.
Can I even cast this shit? Okay, I can. Thank God.
Go ahead, stranger.
I suppose it is my duty to help those less fortunate than myself.
Yes.
All right, now. We got some training here. All right, we got enchantment on you.
What assistance do you need?
Destruction, too expensive. Mysticism's also pretty freaking expensive, but...
Looking for something?
Restoration would be nice. But enchant might be the way to go, because it will also help us get some increased magicka. Okay, we also have restoration here.
Say your needs. Care to tell me what this is about?
Let's go for the enchant training. Okay, what do we got here? That gets us an intelligence ×3. Is it... you can go to ×5, can't you? Or am I crazy? I thought you could go to 5. Let's see. How much money do I have left? Oh, we're swimming in money. Ah, there we go, 4. Very nice. Confirmed. Boom.
My patience is limited.
Fantastic.
So what's this regarding?
Nice. Up to 300 weight. Very good. And what did we do? We got up to 135 on the Magica scale. Love to see it. Love to see it. Alright, so we got some training done. We can actually train some more. We still have a fair chunk of change.
Is limited.
I'm just trying to get her. I'd like to get a little bit of, you know, underfoot some leveling so that we can one, be a little bit more effective. You know what I mean? Let's go over to the Fighters Guild. Be a little bit more effective. And then we can kind of get maybe a little further afield.
So what do you want?
So what do you want?
What do you want from me? Alright, so we don't need long blade training. Oh. 41. 42. 43. 44. Oh shit! Heavy armor's endurance. Word. I should have put medium armor somewhere if that was the case. I forgot heavy armor is endurance. Okay, I need to test something here. Hold on. Okay, good. So we're gonna use medium armor as our... Nice. As our way of getting our endurance run up. Let's... Let's see here. Because if we can get, like, real close to 50, like, breaking that 50 barrier can really is quite substantial. Let me see how I want to sort this out. Somebody here... She's Longblade. I think...
Anytime now.
Might have to go to the Thieves... The Thieves Guild for Shortblade. Because I'm going to use this level to get speed up, and, let's see. Okay, let's try to find...
Yes.
Let me see here. Let's try to get our speed and intelligence up on this one, just as a kind of a way to farm out some main stats. I wouldn't mind getting up to... Where are we at? 55? I wouldn't mind getting speed up to 60 to help us just get a little bit of a fucking move on. A lot of our speed is also because of our general encumbrance level being so high all the time. This alteration... Oh no, wait a minute, she was the right person to talk to. Hold on. I'm cooked. No! Wait, what the fuck? Who's got the sauce? You get the sauce? Ah.
You want something?
I do. More training. Alright, so that has us to 30 enchant. What is our intelligence at right now? 45. So if we get enchant up, Chance getting expensive. Security being, intelligence is spectacular. Alright, now if we can just... well... The problem is that... there's nothing else nearby. Are you really crashing again? Why are you so unstable today? Like, Jesus Christ. Why in the shit is AMD's, like, timing out constantly? This driver has been rock solid for me for ages. Is it just open Morrowind fucking with me? Having to do all that training again is gonna suck some dick if it didn't, autosave. Yeah, I'm on 25.8.1. This thing has been basically my Dwayne, my Rock, my Johnson for ages.
So what do you want?
Okay, so unfortunately, this is fucking back when we were doing endurance. Okay. Do I have MSAA turned on? I don't think so.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Well, that's a lie. I might. Is MSAA what, the launcher has when you're selecting, anti-aliasing modes? Or even what's in here? I can't remember, is that in here? No, it's not. Let me check. Yes, I do. Here, I'll turn it off. I don't know if that's gonna make a lick of difference, but we can, we can try.
Yes. You have questions?
Okay. And now... if I want to go and get my speed up, ideally we go find a short blade trainer.
You have something to say to me?
Yeah, I mean, I just haven't had any issues with this driver to speak of, you know, otherwise. It's been a,
Is there something I can do for you?
it's been a real workhorse, even for Battlefield 6. Like, I haven't touched it. Like, drivers... AMD had like a really good run of drivers for like a time in 2024 into some into 2025, but like they've kind of got themselves in a bit of a bind lately. Their drivers have been not great.
By the gods.
I really can't help you, stranger.
Ask if you must. Speak now or leave now.
I know.
Summoned by another. Questions again.
One of these bastards
What's this?
normally trained short blade. Holy shit, really?
I am busy, so if you will excuse me.
You do not share.
Is it really necessary that we talk?
What, stranger?
Well, balls. I was pretty confident there was a short blade trainer in Balmora. Maybe it is one of the Thieves Guild members, but only after I'm part of the Thieves Guild long enough. Wait. Is the short blade trainer above the other club over here? Let me see. Oh yeah, the AI hype train is doing numbers. All the wrong numbers, but it's doing numbers. It's doing numbers on everything. You know, I have a 365 business account, and you know, at least on my home computer, I can avoid Copilot. You know, almost entirely, if not entirely. But I mean, you're just fucked. It's just in everything. Ah, see, man. Trust.
What, Outlander? Why do you disturb me?
Trust. Be broke as shit, though. Trust that. Whose bed am I gonna steal? Yours.
You.
Oh, you know. Boom. Pow. Bap. Now we're talking. Speed and strength, we hit 60. Endurance at 49. Let's see here. We're not in a bad place, but we did really kind of inadvertently end up with a crazy generalist starter set of stats, and so that's hurting us a little bit insofar as that, you know, we're a jack of all trades, which is not really something you want in Morrowind. At least not in the early game. It, just makes life a little difficult.
Why do you approach?
I would like to sell you some things. If you would like them. You want some vintage brandy? How about some of that? That should work. Mud crab would like some. The mud crab already has all the vintage brandy he needs. You know? I'll see. You know what? I wonder if the mud crab will buy the Daggeth brandy. I wonder. I don't know if I've ever tried to sell... I don't know if I've ever tried to sell the mud crab alcohol. I mean, it would make sense if he bought it. I mean, he literally has it in his inventory. It'd be a little weird if he didn't. We offload those books.
I'm waiting.
How much money do I have? Not much. We can't really afford to do any more leveling, meaningful leveling right now. If I leveled Longblade to 50, it would basically, we'd be going broke You know what we should do? We should see if we can create a spell to eventually apply. Well, we don't have Azura's star to do the real meme. Although we can also steal. Hold on. Is there a good enough one up here? At some point, we might have to just
but don't take too much time.
go for it. We got that winged twilight here. Considerations. For now, we have Mark, we have Recall. We have 70 pounds. In which we can carry. I'm gonna deposit this. Oh, you can't put him in this one. Rip. I think the play.
Yes.
So that we have him set up is I'm gonna go to Ebonheart. I'm going to retrieve at least one of the things that we stored there for selling later, and then we're gonna head to Suran.
Where would you like to go?
And from there, we will go back to the Mud Crab and we will sell that stuff, and then we'll set up Mark, so that we can just recall from that point forward. Do you think Jeff will announce he's pregnant with Kojima's baby tomorrow? In his wildest dreams.
Speak, traveler.
Oh, she takes you to, the mainland.
Go ahead, stranger.
What's up, Virtuoso? Appreciate that follow. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow, hey, listen, tomorrow, I'm excited. Even though the video game awards are kind of like the Oscars,
You have something to
it's hard to take them too seriously.
If I can help, I will. but
It's a
don't
big
take
year.
too much time.
It's a big year. You know, they've got a lot riding on this one, as far as I'm concerned. Whatever credibility the awards have left,
I'm listening.
they're gonna need to hold it together this year. I'm debating on whether to do a warrior or a mage for Morrowind because I've never played it before. Ooh. I've never used any of the built-in classes. Don't listen to Tank. Why would you ever suggest somebody who's never played Morrowind before to do an endurance luck build? Are you crazy? Why would you do that? Why? I mean, here's the reality of it, of the situation. Almost no matter what you go early on, you're gonna be up against it because you're gonna be swinging and missing and not being able to cast spells and all manner of nonsense, right? And so you can't really go wrong. It just makes life a little bit easier or a little bit harder. I would say, for a first-time Morrowind enjoyer, but long-time Elder Scrolls viewer, I would say that just a combat focus custom class with strength and endurance is probably the safest bet. You know, you can go dark elf, you can go orc, you can go nord, and get lots of mileage out of that with long blades. You're gonna find that that a lot of the best weapons in the game are long blades. You're gonna find a lot of the best armor in the game is heavy armor. And so if you're just looking to be aggressive and you want to be able to be, you know, relatively proficient for your character while you're learning, you know, the ropes, because your first playthrough, you're you know, depending on how much reading or watching you've done before, you're gonna be a little lost in the sauce, which is good. You might enjoy that, right? You might enjoy the lack of hand-holding and all the extracurriculars. But I would say probably a combat focus, strength, endurance. If you like orc, strength, endurance. And then go for it. Hey, what's up, Starshine? How you doing? I think that's probably the safest bet. I mean, like, the reality is, once you learn how to make some money, you can use trainers to solve lots of problems. I don't know, like, I don't want to give away a bunch of stuff because it's relatively rare for somebody who's played a lot of the newer Elder Scrolls to be willing to play Morrowind and just go in and not know everything. And the best parts about Morrowind, for those who are kind of like willing to meet it at that, you know, in that way, is all of the discovery. The best parts of Morrowind is all of the discovery. I'll give you one example. It's a kind of innocuous little thing that on its own might not make any sense, but maybe it will make sense in the context of what I'm talking about here for, like, the discovery bit and how it differentiates itself from the other Elder Scrolls titles that came after it. When I was first playing this game a million years ago, I had hair and I was a youth with dreams still. I was just out adventuring in Morrowind, no real goal at the time. I was in, I think, in the Ashlands or something, maybe. And, you know, I had Levitate. I had just gotten Levitate as a spell not long previous, and there were some mountains that I wanted to go over because I wanted to, you know, explore it. I didn't want to have to run all the way around the mountains. And so I cast Levitate, and I'm going up the side of this mountain, and Levitate ends up, like, not lasting that long. And so I'm, like, jumping up the side of this mountain, and I get up, and randomly, in the middle of nowhere, halfway up this would-be mountain, I mean, the mountains in Morrowind are like hills in Skyrim, but you know what I mean. They, in this little nook, nothing else nearby, there was a pair of, I want to say they were Daedric boots. Just no quest attached to it. They weren't in a building. They weren't on somebody's feet. Just a pair of fucking boots chilling in the middle of fucking nowhere. And I just thought at the time, I was like, that's just fucking awesome. And that weird little innocuous experience of finding something in an unexpected area is something that really didn't carry over very much into Oblivion and Skyrim. And so I use that as an example, you know, to say that, you know, Morrowind, one of Morrowind's biggest strengths, other than everyone always talking about, of course, that it doesn't handhold, is discovery. There's lots of ways to break Morrowind. You can be a god in, like, fucking 20 minutes. There's lots of ways to break Morrowind. Because it's so open, and kind of just, the guardrails aren't really on. But you can also play it without much effort, you can play Morrowind not dissimilar to how you would play, Baldur's Gate 3 or some shit. In the sense that you can create your character, you can create your character's backstory, you can play your character the way that you think that character would be played, and the world kind of will allow you to do that and allow you to kind of come up with your own story in a way that doesn't translate the same when you're playing newer Elder Scrolls titles. So, all that to say, if you like Orc and you like to be, you know, smashing and just doing your thing, I would say strength, endurance, combat, specialty in a custom class. You know, set your major skills to whatever weapon type you really like. Again, long swords, I would say, are your best bet on average. Even though blunt weapons might be more your style, I would probably still have long swords as a major skill. Put heavy armor in one and medium armor in the other. And then fill the rest up with whatever the fuck. And you're off to the races. I don't know if I necessarily want to sell the Ebony Cuirass because there's not that many of them. But I will offload everything else. For now. If you're not worried about having like some sort of super useful, you know, star sign spell, almost every one of my characters, with the exception of this one, just for the sake of doing this Let's Play, has always been the steed to give myself a boost to my speed stats so that I was actually able to run at a reasonable clip. Right into the gate. Because you really do move slow, like easily one of the most jarring experiences of Morrowind. The two that hit you up front are the movement speed at level 1, and of course the fact that combat is dice rolling, so like you're swinging your sword, you're doing your thing, but it's still all a dice roll based on your stats, which is, you know, which was a choice when they originally made it. That was a choice for sure. I also, well, I shouldn't say that I've exclusively, the primarily steed, and I've also done tower. I might have done lady at some point, but I want to say no. Yeah, we went Atronach for this one, but just for the sake of doing it, because I hadn't done it, you know, before, and I didn't even build around it particularly Like, it is a pretty terrible build. Like, this is probably one of the worst fucking builds I've ever put together in all the times I've played it. Alright, we're getting there. I gotta get back over to the Silt Strider. Pop over to Suran. Go for a nice little stroll. Get back to, our boy. Sell some stuff. Man, I think the first time I ever figured out Mark and Recall, like when I was a kid, I don't even think I was casting the spells as spells. I think I had items. I'm pretty sure at least one of them was just a pendant. I don't think it was until I had played the game a few times where I'd actually, you know, found the vendor for Mark and Recall. I was always using spells that were applied to items instead. Saran. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that... I don't know if I had the, like an amulet for both? I've absolutely had it for one. Which one, God only knows. But, spells were peak in Morrowind? Well, the beauty of spells in Morrowind is that the guardrails were definitely completely off. And in all honesty, the only reason to do any kind of magic stuff in Morrowind was creating your own spells, because the vast majority of the actual spells that you could buy from vendors and whatnot were all pretty ass. Like, they were pretty terrible. You know, for actual combat use, they weren't very good. Yeah, I always stuck to enchanting. And I think that's, you know, and I don't know if anyone ever attempted to do so. Maybe they did. If it's even capable of happening in this version of the engine. But really, if I'm gonna give any props to Skyrim at all, it's, you know, it was the ability to be like, you know, wielding a melee weapon and casting a spell at the same time. You know, being locked to just your spells, and so, like, and they're so expensive. Like, you really had to be swimming in mana to be properly wielding magic. Yeah, thankfully they didn't dick around too much with the spell making and enchanting. But they did gut the shit out of it in Oblivion and Skyrim. You could do okay in Skyrim with enchanting, but yeah, the magic was just never the same. Like, Todd got the hit up by the guy who made Thief and said, "Hey, have you heard about bows and arrows?" And Todd said, "I was part of the chess club." And he said, "Okay, I didn't ask that, but let me tell you about bows and arrows anyway." And then Todd said, "I was a member of the chess club." And then Skyrim happened. The old bow twist. Grab his bow and twist it. Alright, here we are. We made it. How you doing, Picnic? Doesn't even want the ring. Oh, wait. Does he want... Where is that? Ah! He does! He'll buy it! That's funny. What do you know? How did you even get here? Like, you definitely didn't swim. This is outrageous. Oh, he's still not. Oh my lord. Hell no! I loved Fire Emblem. Also, I did a bad thing, Adam. What did you buy? He was born there, lived there, and died there. A gold analog 3D and 4 control. Sir. Sir. I mean, listen, your game choice is immaculate, and it's most of what I have in the trunk next to me here. But aren't they charging like fucking like $800 for that bitch? $299? No, there ain't no way they're only charging $299. Really? Damn. I mean, I can't bring myself to buying a fucking console like that. For that purpose, especially when my N64 still works. But I do appreciate that they are doing it. I wish analog, you know, like analog is kind of like what's the mouse maker that hypes their shit up and it's like, oh, we ran out, but it's because they only made 5 of them. Like Final Mouse or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I mean, I love that they're making that shit. Boom. Alright, unfortunately, we already discovered that Divine Intervention takes us... Oh no, wait, Divine Intervention took us to, Ebonheart, no? Yeah. Nice. But NWO Revenge is goated. That's the one wrestling game I have on my N64 from back in the day. I mean, WrestleMania 2000 is also really good.
What's this about? Let's hear it.
Baby's first console. By the time my boy's ready to play, consoles are gonna be probably fucking dead. In all honesty, it'll probably be like Nintendo will still be making them. Shit, in 5 years, Nintendo's still gonna be making the Switch too. Xbox will just be convincing you that your toaster is an Xbox because they can't be asked to try anymore. PlayStation might still be giving her one more college try. More than likely, we'll be midway, 5 years, we'll be midway through the PS6 gen. We'll get the PS6 Pro for $3,700. Metroid Prime 4 looks good. Listen. Metroid Prime 4 looks like unwashed ass. I know it sounds crazy as I'm sitting here playing Morrowind in 2025, but this game has an excuse. It came out in 2002. Alright? Metroid Prime 4 looks like one of the worst Nintendo games for a mainline Nintendo game in ages. I mean, visually, the open fucking arid desert notwithstanding, it looks fine. I mean, there's, you know, God bless anyone who has to squeeze the power out of a fucking Nintendo Switch 1 or 2. But, like, the game itself looks so... But, I mean, if Metroid Prime 4 is not the worst mainline, like crown jewel franchise that Nintendo has made in the last 15 years, what is? What's worse? I know I can't think of anything. Maybe I'm forgetting something. It's possible. I'm old. I'm gonna hand banana this. I want to say that the person who sells it might be in, like, Vivek's Canton, like, as in the person Vivek. But, does anyone remember where the spell for Almsivy intervention is?
I will listen, Outlander, but make it
I
quick.
want to say... It's at the temple? Wait, what was the name?
Say what
You
you
can't-
want or go away.
You can't just drop that and then not provide the name. Sex toy for human. Oh my lord. I mean, there's some of the scrolls for it, but we need that spell.
Say what you want or go away.
Outside? I thought they were at the temple. Oh, let me hold on. Let's see. Wrong door. Found out I have like $400 in Venmo I didn't know about. Can I just say something? Like, all these cash apps are so fucking foreign to me. Like, and there's so many of them. I feel like there's like fucking 5 of them or some shit. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. Absorb fatigue is nice. That's a proper heal. Ooh, all the restores. Oh, shit. Yes. Thank you for
No, I
your
don't think so.
service. Okay, well, fuck you then. We mainly use Venmo and folks go out together so one person pays, friends and everyone else. Oh. We just use like, okay, so the culture here is more like, if you're doing stuff like that, it's e-transfers.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go
Like just
away.
bank to bank instead of using like another... If you buy one restore attribute spell, you can spell make all the others. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever crafted any of the restores, so I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually seen that in action. Nor would I have likely seen it anyway, because if I'm buying one, I'm probably buying more than one, so I don't know if I would have ever pieced it together. Okay. We're really cooking right now. Like, we're getting a real good solid foundation popping. For our boy here. We now have our mark and recall for our, you know, offloading our big ticket items. That means we can generate good money to do training when we need to. We've got our primary weapon, a decent chunk of primary armor. Yeah, we're not doing bad. Where were we in our journal? Let's see where we were. Did I hand this in? No, I didn't. So we're here in Vivek already. So let's head on over to the Foreign Quarter. Oh no, sorry, it's not even the Foreign Quarter, it's Halalu.
Go ahead.
Yes, Panic, but is it running on a programming language that only 7 people know how to use? Because that's the real mark of a true financial instrument. Well, not a financial instrument, that doesn't make sense, Adam. Financial sector platform? Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds right.
Yes, Outlander, what may I do for you?
No, what am I doing training? What are we doing here? 1,000 gold! Holy shit! That's actually big ballin'. Damn! Today's business involves Engling Half-Troll's prized game rats. Okay. 3 blighted rats into his breeding pen. Oh shit. Kill the blighted rats, but spare his prized game rats. The game rats are used to being handled and should ignore you. The blighted rats are wild and should attack you. Okay. St. Olm's Canton, near the statue. So that's up top floor. Penthouse suite.
By the 3, my rights and duties.
Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. Wait, hold on. Oh, I think it's here.
I suppose you're looking for a tavern. I'm sure I can't help you.
Dude, bone mold armor is so fucking fire. I'm so sad that it got done so dirty, like, after Morrowind. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum.
Speak, traveler.
Okay. Now. Right there. Oh, right inside.
Hello.
Easy.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Shut your lips.
What's your story?
This man's name is just deadass, just Star. And he's got enchanted bone mold armor. I mean, this man is fancy. Spell sword and house cousin of the great house. I too am a spell sword. Except I specialize in beating people to death with a really long weapon. Well, I gotta admit, you're doing pretty good for yourself over here, Star. This guy's got one name like fucking Oprah.
What's your story?
Damn, these people are bougie.
What's your story?
Yes, what is it?
People are balling. All right, now we gotta selectively kill rats. Holy shit, this bro is fucking loaded. 50,000 drakes. Word? My God. We're almost guaranteed to be contracting friggin' AIDS. I can't swing on this guy because the other rat is in his way and stopping him from— Bro, I believe in you. There we go. Ow. Damn you! Small rats! Come on. Stop just trying to run right up his ass. Are you— be so serious right now. Alright, I ain't putting the back in the cage. You can figure that out yourself.
Yes, what is it?
You're telling me Star over here couldn't do that?
May the wind be on your back.
From where do you hail?
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
You know what? Okay, where are we at with our leveling right now? What do we got? Strength and alright, we already have some speed, so...
Alright, I'm listening.
Let's see, light armor... Oh, light armor's agility. Fuck. Hand to hand would be a good one.
What's your story?
I think. Oh wait, it doesn't.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Caius or Cassius or whatever the fuck his name is back in Balmora train hand to hand. I feel like yes.
We'll have no trouble here.
I feel like yes.
Speak
all right,
quickly, Outlander, or go
that's
away.
done. We can head back over and hand this in. I can't remember how many jobs this House Halalu agent has for us, but I feel like we're getting to the end of her before we have to go back to some of the other members. Oh, we're in Redoran right now? Word? Gonna go one more over? Vivek on the original Xbox was a absolute nightmare. For a number of reasons. One, it's Vivek. It's already hard as shit to friggin' navigate. It is incredibly easy to get lost. Oh shit, you know what? No, I was actually in the right place. It's incredibly easy to get lost. It's huge. Everything looks the same. It's a real bitch. You know, on the PC, it's not, you know, with mods and stuff where I can get rid of a lot of the fog, it's not as bad in the sense that I can, you know, see landmarks more easily. Like, I can see the statues from quite a distance here, or I can see the temple from here. But on the Xbox, I mean, you're seeing from, like, here to the corner. And, I mean, you're really up against it. And, like, the other thing is that the frame rate is horrid in Vivek on the Xbox. I mean, the frame rate's bad already. But in Vivek, you're running like 12 FPS. You're already moving slow as shit. You're barely able to get from point A to point B. And again, you're getting lost in the sauce. Like, it's so easy to get lost. And so, I remember there, at one point, I can't remember if it's a main quest line or if it's part of one of the, like, the guilds, I can't remember, but there's a person that lives, in one of the house, you know, locations that are actually accessed from the outside of the canton. I can't remember which one that is. It's not the temple, it's probably one of the saint ones. Anyway, it was not, the location is not really given to you even in text. And, so I'm running around Vivek at freaking 12 FPS. It's taking me an hour to even get from one canton to the next. I'm checking, you know, every door. I'm looking at my map. I'm hovering over the, you know, the discovered entryways. I'm desperately looking for where, and I can't see shit. And it took me, man, days to find this stupid person. I was losing my mind. 1,000 gold for that? Damn. I'm impressed. Like, does athletics even change how fast you move, or is it just kind of like how much stamina you use when you're sprinting and shit? And jumping? Like, what does athletics actually... Okay, land with speed efficiency, they move, swim, so they, okay, so the faster underwater swimming. So, like, it's paired with... your actual speed stat? Athletics is a balance of moving faster and negating carry weight. Oh, so it's a hybrid of like the actual speed stat and the strength stat. That's an interesting way of going about it. Okay. That is an interesting way of going about it. Oh no. This could be trouble because I don't know if we can carry much ebony if she's gonna ask me to go carry some ebony. The Zainab, aren't they all the way north? Like northwest or some shit? Or am I thinking of one of the other camps? Oh, okay, no, okay, this one's south, okay. In the Grayslands. Oh, okay, so, oh, I know I know where that is. Which camp am I thinking of? Because there is one in, like, the northwest that I was thinking... was gonna be it. Oh, no, I was right, but it's the northeast, not the northwest. Oh, shit. So does, like, she even know what she's asking? Like, yeah, hey, just go for a fucking jaunt. Damn near across the entire island. We're in Vivek, woman! My lord.
Yes, Outlander. Keep on yourself. We'll have no trouble.
Okay, well. That is a journey. And a half.
If you're
I mean, holy shit.
you'll get more than you bargained for.
We are getting a little bit of pep in our step, though. We're getting a little bit of extra sauce in there. Where the hell is the gondolier dude? I feel like I should just power level acrobatics on this level to get our strength stat. Oh god. Oh no. It's fine. I meant to do that.
Traveler.
Bro, why are you in the least useful corner? What are you doing? Okay, so horn quarter, and then
Speak, traveler.
so, like, game plan wise, Sadrith Mora is kind of like our best bet. I don't think there's anything.
We make a special trip just for you. Say no prayer.
I don't think there's anything.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Closer that we can teleport to. I think we're kind of stuck with running from Sadrith Mora.
Is there something you need?
I'm gonna go hit up Caius here. I think he teaches hand-to-hand.
I'm listening.
You off the moon, sugar? I need you to train me. Yeah. Alright, speed is X5. Strength. This is gonna be the least sexiest thing. But, we need a hill.
What do you want?
And I need to destroy my spacebar.
There's someone watching you. I can tell.
You just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know? You gotta...
What do you want?
You gotta do... what you gotta do. And historically, I have made use of, I want to say, this hill. Alright. And we go down. Huge. What a run. Fantastic run. Oh, now we're raining? Come on, baby. Very nice. I've always really liked the thunderstorms in Morrowind. It was just the right combination of aggressive sounding lightning and thunder and you know, the soothing rain. Oblivion is Skyrim's wasn't bad. It's pretty good. Mods made them way better. Oh, we're cooking. We are cooking. All right, where are we at here for strength? We're on an X3. You know, it's funny, like, I always, you know, I always preach the good word about Morrowind, right? Because it is my favorite game of all time. And you definitely don't have to do any of this, and you can be perfectly successful in Morrowind. But you know, I can't say that there's ever been another game that I can think of in which there are so many... I don't know, do you call these strats? Like... it's... I just don't think I've ever had another game in which I've, you know, been able to... I don't even know, it's not really a strat or cheese, but that's kind of the only words that are coming to mind. Where it's like you know, a viable, if not if not entirely recommended to some degree, you know, method of leveling up is like always having acrobatics in one of your major or minor skills. Morrowind is a product of 2002? Yes. In fact, I might be able to make the argument that Morrowind is the most 2002 video game of them all. It's incredibly 2002. And like most things from 2002, they didn't age all that well. Are we still at strength X3? Oh my god, dude. Damn. Our athletics are going up at the same time. We're already X5 speed. Come on, baby. Huge. Huge. I have to invest in a dishwasher? Something, there's something to be said about the possible jokes that could be made there. No doubt. But yeah, dishwashers are great. I'm waiting for the next Hideo Kojima game where one of the characters is called Dishwasher, and it's just a 34-year-old woman. In 2002, a 100 gig drive cost about $230 US. Damn. Well, of course they're the good shit. They cost like $3,000 for a fucking 18-inch dishwasher. Alright, we are finally at strength X4. Holy shit. The things we do in the early game of Morrowind. That was base, yeah, it's kind of, that's where my head was at too, Fox. I mean, they make 18-inch dishwashers, but they're oftentimes very expensive because obviously they're low volume, like there's not as many people buying them. They're kind of specialty. We installed an 18-inch dishwasher for my aunt. Well, yeah, water pipe and a drain pipe. I mean, unless you know what you're doing, you're gonna have to get a plumber to come in. The drain pipe gets hooked up to the existing drain pipe, and the water gets split off from the existing water line. You don't run like a specific water line and a specific drain for a dishwasher. Alright, so we're on the 5-piece and the 5-piece strength and speed. What do we have available to us here for endurance? Just medium armor, probably. Go spam medium armor. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong fucking side. Lol. LOL? You start renting a flat, that's just how row housing in Europe works, Tank. Specifically, or especially in the UK. Okay.
Yes. What was I thinking?
Hey, we got the 5-piece. Boom, pow, bap. 65 speed. All right, we're also getting our endurance up early on, which is nice. It's going to allow us to scale our health better as time goes on. We're up to 150 magicka. We're over 200 fatigue now. We can carry 325 pounds. Which is marvelous. Townhouse. Well, it's all the same. Like townhouses, duplexes, semi-detached is oftentimes more like a duplex or a triplex.
Yes.
It's all describing very similar things. I wonder if I can get advanced in Halalu. We've got our skills boosted, but it depends on what Halalu is looking for specifically.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Damn, she likes me. Oh shit, we're a lawman now. Can I get another one? I cannot advance you further. You must find a sponsor among the Halalu counselors. Since you are a foreigner, you should speak with Crassius Curio. Oh no. We gotta go talk to the frickin' Fruit Loop again. This guy's a real piece of work.
Do you want something?
Okay, let me see here. All right. I mean, we're actually we got a little bit of like legitimate speed now. It's amazing what a few points will actually do for a guy.
What say you?
All right, so I'm gonna save there. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? Shit, I was gonna see if she had any more work for me. House Redoran sells more Gwar hides than House Halalu. That's just unacceptable. Someone needs to convince the alchemists in Vivek to buy only imported House Halalu Gwar hides. We'll start with the alchemist Rolasa Oren, go to Vivek and convince her to buy imported House Halalu Gwar hides instead of local House Redoran.
We are blessed, truly blessed. This is an honor.
You're fucking right it is. Well, that's a convenient spot for us. When we go to drop off the other quest, we can just clean that one up in Vivek. Let me get my weekly supply of gold. You know, I definitely need it now that I'm running around with 17k. %100% necessary. I'm back on my Yu-Gi-Oh bullshit. Sky Striker is still my go-to, and fucking on meta with the new support is funny. Oh, you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh again? Bruh.
What say you?
Bruh! Okay. that's all I got time for today, guys. I've got to leave it at that. I just wanted to get a little bit of time in at the end of the day there for you. Very successful though. I mean, we packed a lot of good early game Morrowind shenanigans into a very small amount of time. We've got our mark and our recall now on hand. We've got the Mudcrab Merchant is marked. We've got a few quests, or we got a quest sorted and got our advancement done after all of our leveling to finally give us the you know, the stats required to actually be able to get that advancement. We're now moving into getting the support of the council for further advancement. We're getting closer and closer to being able to have our player home outside of Balmora. It goes up on the hill over here. And yeah, and then we can continue. I guess the overarching goal right now is to do House Halalu shit until it's done, and then I think we will move on to one of the other guilds. I haven't decided what yet. I mean, there's also a case to be made. I don't know I can't remember which factions you get locked out of when you do Halalu. I mean, I know you can't do one of the other great houses per se. At least not to my memory. Can you do the Molag Tog, like the assassins guild? I can't remember. Anyway, we've got lots of content to do. Obviously, we've got lots and lots that we can do. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Game Awards, hopefully. I would love it if you guys join me. I'll be live on all the usual spots. So if you're watching on YouTube, or you're watching on Twitch or wherever else, I will be live for that. And of course, we've got, once again, if you haven't got it already, in the if you're on our Discord, I believe Fox has the updated bingo card available on the Discord, probably in the notifications channel. Yeah, so you can have that. We're gonna be playing, of course, our event bingo. See if we make our predictions come true. All that fun stuff, all the usual stuff. The podcast, to my knowledge, is on tomorrow, but I may postpone that one in the interest of waiting for the Game Awards to be done to actually have something to talk about, because there's not really much to talk about, and I don't want to chew up everyone's tech support questions that heavily going into the Christmas drought. So we'll see, but there will be StarCraft casting happening tomorrow regardless, and so yeah, we'll see you for that. Hit the follow button if you haven't already. We'd love to have you come back, whether you're on YouTube or here on Twitch or otherwise. And until I see you, do me a favor, have yourself a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Stay safe, have a good one. As always, good luck. Have Batman.